That's this Jeep Update 45, and I bought a winch. Never thought that I would have a winch on my Jeep, but they, I tell you what got me interested in one is when Pete picked up the Jeep to take it to the paint shop, the trailer that he used had a winch on it, and I was really impressed with how it worked. I've seen them work before. I've just never considered buying one for the Jeep, but now I got one. I got a winch, so it's going to sit on the front of the Jeep, and I think it will. I think it's going to look really, really cool. The bad part about this is that I won't be able to see it on the Jeep for a couple of months until I get the battery, and it will literally be the last thing that I put in. So I don't know if I'll ever actually need the winch, but how does the saying go? I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. The other reason that compelled me to buy one of these things is just the fact that got a good deal on it. Was cruising around on all the bad websites that you shouldn't go to. Morris 4x4, 4WD.com, Summit Racing, Quadratech. Anybody that's watching this video, I am sure knows those websites. And I found a good price on the winch, so I pulled the trigger and bought it from Morris 4x4, and they actually price matched it from what I consider to be a less reputable online retailer, and they price matched it and they shipped it up here. I had it in about 3 days, so Morris 4x4 is awesome in that respect. So this winch is the Warn VR EVO 10,000S. It's got the 10,000 pound line rating, pull rating, and it's got the S, which is the synthetic cable. So again, I'm not going to probably mount this thing to my Jeep, so I'll do a separate video when I install it, but let's just look at what's in the box and let's see how this thing comes packaged. Alright, so here's what it looks like in the box, and no idea what all these parts are, but we'll find out. Installation instructions, warranty. Get a sticker in there maybe, hopefully. Alright, so I'm going to pull this thing out and set it on the front of the Jeep. Alright, that's what it looks like on the front of the Jeep. Obviously it's not on the bumper because the bumper's not on there, but man, that thing looks great. I'm really going to like the way this thing looks. Really heavy duty. Feels really solid. It's really heavy too. So there's your engage and disengage. I saw something here. That thing pulls out and there's a connection there. I'm sure that's for the controller. And you got some wiring here, some really thick wiring that goes to your battery. And then all the other connections are already made for you. From your solenoid all the way to this part of the winch. So pretty solid feeling. Pretty cool that it's really already wired for you. Doesn't leave you much to do except bolt it in and hook it up. Alright, let's see what the other stuff is that was in the box over here. Let's check out what's in this box. No idea what this is. There's only a handful of parts to this, so this piece is your Fairlead. I don't know, it's called a House, H-A-U-S-E, I think. House Fairlead, really nice looking, really thick, really heavy duty piece. So this is your remote control and your the other battery cable. So this is obviously your remote control cable, and my understanding is you can use this wired or you can use it wireless. And interestingly enough, one of the complaints in the reviews I read was people were getting these wireless remotes and the battery inside was dead. So I think to fix that, I don't know if you can see that, but they put that little tab there. Essentially that's the keeping the battery from draining for being in storage and being connected. And when you pull that out, I'm quite confident that it'll connect the battery and then you'll have a fully charged battery. Kind of a pistol grip design, pretty cool, feels good in your hands. All right, last box. I think the hook should be in here on this one. I'm not sure. Piece of cardboard. All right, this is your mounting hardware. Got two little bags here of mounting hardware. And then last but not least is your hook. It's got a little tag there, it says Warn. That's gonna look pretty cool. So overall, pretty impressed with this kit. I'm actually more impressed that I was able to get everything back in that box and get it shut and fits. So Warn winches, probably the best in the industry. There's a lot of other brands out there. Smittybilt makes a pretty well reviewed, high reviews, customer review winch for a couple $100 less than this one. That looked pretty good, and I almost bought it, but I really like the look of this one, the Warn reputation, and just the black is just gonna go great with my Jeep. So, and it's even got some red, you know, the Warn label's red on it, so that it's gonna match my Jeep perfectly. More important than that, it's very functional, and it will get you out of a jam if you get yourself in one. All right, so I wish I could show the installation of this, but unfortunately that's probably gonna be months from now. I gotta get my motor in and everything else in before I do that. But I will film the installation. It's pretty basic. There's 4 bolts that hold it in. I've already got the winch bumper that I've got from Rock Hard 4x4, and the 4 bolts, and they come up through the bottom to bolt in through your bumper, and then the wiring, running the wiring to your battery. So I think pretty simple installation. Doesn't seem like it's going to be too terribly difficult, but and it probably won't be after, because by the time I get to this, it's going to be after I've rewired the Jeep, put new brake lines on it, new power brake conversion, put the engine in, put everything back together. So the icing on the cake will be this thing to sit on the front bumper. So if you like this video, you like the content of the channel, hit that subscribe button. And as always, thanks for watching.